What is going on, everybody? We have, I can't believe I'm even saying this out loud, that we have new music from Shawn Mendes. It's Camilo featuring Shawn Mendes. I have no clue who Camilo is. And when I first saw this, I just saw this today. Yeah, today I just saw this. And like I saw that Camila was coming out with music next week, which... There's just so much, not next week, the 23rd, I believe. There's just so much happening that my brain can't even like think straight. Then I come to learn that Camilo is actually a name that I've seen like pop up on my Twitter quite often as someone who I'm pretty sure is really close friends with Shawn, right? So I've seen the name before, just didn't know he was an artist, but now I know he's an artist, and they have a new song. It's a remix of a song that I am guessing already belongs to Camilo. So let's just jump into it. I'm so excited. I don't know if he's gonna sing in Spanish. I don't know if he's gonna do English parts and Camilo does Spanish parts. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. I'm so excited for the 5th time. We have Shawn here joining the reaction. Let's jump into it, guys, because all we've had is Wonder, which is like the very definition of one of those albums that gets better and better and better and better with every listen. There's a bunch of Shawn Mendes stuff on my Patreon if you want to check that out, links in the description. It's like a lot of stuff that I wouldn't be able to really put onto YouTube. That's a lot. I'm not even gonna name it all because it really is a lot. You can go check it if you want. Let's just jump in, guys. Camilo featuring Shawn Mendes. Oh my gosh. Take me to the island, drop me off at the island on the beach, and just lay me out on the chair and hand me like a drink, because that's the full vibes already. Si tú me dices ahorita que me quieres a tu lado, qué lindo sería. Oh gosh, I love this. Si tú con esa boquita ya me tienes embobado, yo te besaría, pero no me dices que sí. Que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que... I'm having like, first of all, this is like, I love this kind of music. Like, this is just the kind of music that it's part of the kind of music that I grew up on. So it's so nice to get this song into my life. But not only just that though, I'm having like heart palpitations envisioning Shawn coming onto this sound. Like, I'm not ready for it. Like, I'm almost stalling because I'm not ready for it. Ah, I love that.
Baby, yeah. What would you do if I got down on my knees? What if I flipped a...
Oh, bringing it full circle from Stitches. Now, all these years later, we full circle that lyric to this right here. I see that.
What would you...
First of all, his voice. He is so silky smooth sounding right now.
Do if I got...
The way he came in, like all smooth like that, and then he just...
Baby, yeah. What would you do if I got down on my knees?
Oh, it's so smooth.
What if I flipped our whole world upside down now? But know that we fit. What if I flipped our whole world upside down now? But know that we fit together. You're my queen.
You know, okay. You know what I love about Shawn is that. So I've been through Shawn's whole discography at this point, and as each album goes on, like before I ever jumped into Shawn Mendes, I had this preconceived notion, and it wasn't a bad preconceived notion. It was just like Shawn Mendes, that singer-songwriter, and that was all I thought. And I didn't think anything else, like super famous singer-songwriter. And then I learned that like he like really plays with his sound a lot throughout his albums, and Wonder is like an extreme example of that, because Wonder is so different as far as playing with those sounds and having all these different sounds. But what I just want to point out is that I've never really heard him like use his voice in this way, with this specific like delivery, really getting into like these super tight, smooth vocals that's like more in like the monster sort of R&B with little runs and riffs, but at the same time, like it fits so perfectly into this Spanish song. And you know that Camila had him totally prepared for this. Come on.
Down now, but know that we fit together. You're my queen. Get close to me.
Oh, hold up.
But know that we fit together. You're my queen. Get close to me.
Like you said, Reina in the back, which is Spanish for queen.
I know that
So Shawn's not going to speak Spanish? That's fine. That's fine. Just the fact that he's even on this instrumental is exciting enough.
it's too soon to have this conversation, but I can't help myself, I'm running out of patience. You know I got you forever. Come on, together, you're my queen. Get close to me.
I'm sorry.
Know that we fit together, you're my queen. Get close to me. I know that it's too soon to have this conversation, but I can't help myself, I'm running out of patience.
You know what? 24 hours. 24 hours? He wrote 24 hours. So we already know about Shawn's patience when it comes to like when he really wants something, when he's really in love. Like he puts those rules aside. Like they don't really exist anymore. Like his love is the main factor. So he's saying here like it may seem too soon, but like no, I want you forever. That's what I want. And I love that.
But I can't help myself, I'm running out of patience. You know I got you forever. Come on, give in to the pleasure. So put up your flags and surrender. You are my treasure. Oh yeah, yeah. Si tú me dices ahorita que me quieres a tu lado, que
Hold on. I wasn't ready. I was like, wait, that's Camilo that came in, right? That's fucking Shawn?
to the pleasure. So put up your flags and surrender. You are my treasure. Oh yeah, yeah. Si tú me dices ahorita que me quieres a tu lado, qué lindo sería.
Wait. Oh.
Si tú con esa boquita ya me tienes embobado, yo te besaría, pero no me dices que sí.
Shawn! He doesn't even sound... You know how like sometimes artists that aren't Spanish will do these Spanish songs? Like there's a lot of examples. And I'm not gonna say any names because this is a positive experience right now. They'll do these Spanish songs and it's clear that they kind of rehearsed it and learned it for the song, which is fine. Like whatever, the song sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds like he like more than practiced this. It sounds like not only did he practice it for the song, but it sounds like he had already learned these words before the song based on like having all this time spent with Camilo, right? Like he teaches her guitar, she teaches him Spanish. Like it's clear to me that he's literally been learning the Spanish for a while now. Like it's not just the words in the song, because it's like not sounding like it's being read off paper. Like it literally sounds like it's Shawn. Like I've seen so much of Shawn live by now where I know what to expect from a Shawn Mendes like natural vocal delivery, and that's what this sounds like. He's just got in a booth and sang his heart out because he sounds so good.
Wanna have this conversation, but I can't help myself, I'm running out of patience. You know I got you forever. Come on, give in to the pleasure. So put up your flags and surrender. You are my treasure. Oh yeah, yeah. Si tú me dices ahorita que me quieres a tu lado, qué lindo sería. Si tú con esa boquita ya me tienes embobado.
I love that he sounds like he's smiling when he sings that part. This is probably a minute and 20 seconds in. Okay, all right, let's just listen to the song.
Yo te besaría, pero no me dices que sí, que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que sí.
Yeah.
Que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que sí.
Come on.
Que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que sí. Que sí, que sí, que sí.
I just want to smile.
Te quiero así tal cual, flow bien natural. Yo te quiero así tal cual, flow bien natural. Yo te quiero así tal cual, flow bien natural. Yo te quiero así tal cual.
I can't believe how much Spanish he's singing on this.
Así tal cual,
Those harmonies.
flow bien natural. Yo te quiero así tal cual, flow natural.
Yeah.
Si tú me dices ahorita que me quieres a tu lado, qué lindo sería. Si tú con esa boquita ya me tienes embobado, yo te besaría, pero no me dices que sí, que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que sí, que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que sí, que sí, que sí, que sí. Ay, tú no me dices que sí, que sí, que sí, que sí.
Of course he's got to end it off like that. I got to collect myself for a second. Okay, a couple things. Huge shout out to Camilo for, I assume that this is like already his song, so like I assume he produced it and all that, came up with the beat. This song is just fucking, you know what this song is? You know how like Despacito like dominated the world for like a whole year, like forever and ever? There's no reason that this song can't do that. So shout out to Camilo for putting that together, and shout out to Shawn Mendes for coming on here and like so effortlessly and naturally just blending in with this kind of music and like not sounding like an intruder or like someone that doesn't belong on this kind of song. Like he literally, like I said, sounds like it's something he's already been doing for a while and just hops in the song and it's like so natural. I'm so happy that we got this. I got nothing else to say because this is like, I spent a lot of time on a really short song. But in my head, I was telling myself that he wasn't really going to speak Spanish. I was enjoying the song, yeah, but like I just wasn't ready for that. I wasn't. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. I love Shawn so much. We know, Beveragy. We know. Bye. What's going on, everybody? Beveragy here. So if you're new here, like really brand new, like in the last few days new or now new, I did an album reaction to Conan Gray's album, his only album, Kid Crow. And it was heavily requested. So I thanked everyone in that album reaction for bringing that album to me because of all the requests I got for it. But I want to say it again. Thank you so much if you were part of the group that got me to listen to that album, because that album is one of the more impressive albums I've listened to on the channel lyrically. Like, I just didn't expect, I know he's like a super young guy, but I should have known better because I know he's got the whole Olivia Rodrigo connection and she blows my mind lyrically. So I should have known that like I would get some kind of advanced lyricism, but I don't know. It's just, I get it. And then I just am surprised by it for some reason still. And he was so good. The point is, Kid Crow was so good. It got me to go follow him on social media because I was so just interested in him as a human being and as an artist. I find out that he drinks lots of coffee. We relate in that because I also drink like 3 coffees a day like he does. So his whole energy, I'm just here for it. I'm here for his music. Kid Crow, once again, just a wonderful album. Watch the reaction if you haven't watched it. And if you have watched it, thank you so much for supporting that video. So yeah, we're here for Conan Gray people watching because we are officially covering all the Conan Gray that gets released because, again, we are official fans here on the channel. So let's do it. Conan Gray, this is people watching. Lyric video just came out. This already, like, I've listened to one Conan Gray album and it already has like a Conan Gray vibe to it.
That wasn't funny, but she laughed so hard she almost cried. They're counting months they've been together, almost 49. He's making fun of how she acted around the holiday.
That's interesting, because if you're counting, like, if you're saying you're counting months as opposed to, like, years, like 40, whatever that was, that's, like, almost 4 years or 4-ish years. Like, if you're counting months, then you're heavily invested. Like, you are on some different level of romance. It's like when you, like, do, like, month anniversaries and stuff, like 1 month, 2 month, etc. 16 months. You do stuff like that. That's how you know that, like you guys are those types of romantics, which I'm here for because I'm the same way. So
funny, but she laughed so hard she almost cried. They're counting months they've been together, almost 49. He's making fun of how she acted around the holidays. She wears a ring, but they tell people that they're not engaged. They met in class for metaphysical philosophy. He tells his friends I like her cause she's so much smarter than me. They're having talks about their futures until 4 a.m. And I'm happy for them. But I wanna feel all that love and emotion. Be that attached to the person I'm holding. Someday I'll be falling without caution.
I love, another one. I was gonna say, I love that breath after falling that, like, really resonates how he's giving his emotions off. He does it after caution as well. And I love that. Someday I'll be falling without caution. It's like when you're going into something with like this wall put up, you're not, if you do that, like you're not allowing yourself to be the complete lover that he's describing these two people are, because you have those walls built up. You can't, like, you haven't unlocked that version of yourself really. So I love that he just did that lyrically, and this song is like so Conan Gray, like lyrically, the way he's telling the story, the way he's kind of pouring his heart out and making you think, and not like really throwing it in your face, like he's building that story and really getting you to invest yourself into that story. It's already super Conan Gray, and I'm so here for that. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it.
I'm only looking just to live through you vicariously.
Oh. Vicariously is one of my favorite words. You don't know what Conan just did to me with that.
I'm only looking just to live through you vicariously. I've never really been in love, not seriously. I had a dream about a house behind a picket fence. Next one I choose to trust, I hope I use some common sense. But I cut people out like tags on my clothing. I end up all alone, but I still keep hoping.
That's so cool, because first of all, that little like drum that came back there completely changed the dynamic of that second verse there, which is so cool. Also, cut people out like tags on my clothing. Like, you still wear the clothing, but you cut the tag off. So it's that's interesting. Cut people off like tags on my clothing. I mean, that could just say that like you get rid of the tag every time, like it's something that you do a lot. So either he's saying he buys a lot of clothes, and that's just like a reference for him to put that in there, or it's something deeper that I just cannot think of right now, or it's something just as simple as like you get a piece of clothing and rip that tag off.
Some common sense, but I cut people out like tags on my clothes.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that like it's something that you don't even think about really. Like, we take the tags off our clothing without even thinking about it. We get it, please. We get a shirt. You don't think about it. You just take it right off. So like, he's cutting people out without even, it's like second nature to him now, the way he's just doing it.
I end up all alone, but I still keep hoping. I wanna feel all that love and emotion, be that attached to the person I'm holding. Someday I'll be falling without caution, but for now I'm only people watching.
Oh, I love that falling without caution, and how emotional he gets at the end of those words. I just love that.
Cut people out like tags on my clothing. I end up all alone, but I still keep hoping. I won't be scared to let someone know me. Life is so monotone, but I still keep hoping. Cut people out like tags on my clothing. I end up all alone, but I still keep hoping. I won't be scared to let someone know me. Life is so monotone, I still keep hoping.
I feel love and emotion. There's a play on another song in here that I can't think of. It's like an older song. I'm not going to think of it right now, but I will later. Okay, Conan, you've been hurt. But your person is coming. Everyone's person is coming, as long as you are a good person and hold yourself to that consistently. Your person's coming. So I look forward to seeing that happen for you, Conan. And I see like a little acoustic performance here. I need to do Conan Gray live performances because I've never seen him perform live. This was wonderful. This is so Conan Gray. That's what I love about the fact that I've already listened to a whole album from him, because I typically wouldn't try and like, I do read into a lot of lyrics on this channel, but when you've already listened to an album and it resonated with you so hard, like Kid Kroll, the lyrics in that album were like, fuck, wow. I know that I really got to keep my ears perked extra for Conan Gray. Like, he's one of those artists now that I'm doing that for. So shout out to you, Conan. Keep drinking coffee with you. I'm right there with you, my friend. And I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace. I know that I am wildly late on this video, to say the least. This song. I don't even, there's nothing. Let's just get into it. I will say that I don't know. I don't have no idea what it sounds like, but I've seen like plenty of pictures, so I'm not going to be surprised by like any looks or anything. And I've also seen that the song's doing really well in the UK, like on the charts. So shout out to that. And I'm just glad that we're finally here. Let's do it. Galantis, I'm not familiar with that name, but David Guetta, I know it's going to be, again, like I've seen tons of things about the song too, so I already know it's like a dance song. Plus, I know that Perry was talking about it that one time in the interview, how they like had a dance collaboration. So let's do it, guys. Let's jump in. Heartbreak Anthem, finally. Wow. Also, I don't know what David Guetta, I think it's Guetta, whatever. I don't know what he looks like, so I assume that's him on that poster.
Hello, it's me, your ex. I called to say not sorry, but I wish you the best.
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't hold no grudge, just promise this ain't a test. We okay?
Wow.
We okay? Sometimes it works out, but sometimes it don't.
I gotta go back to Jade opening that song. There's something so like, just kind of, I don't know what the right word is. I don't want to say epic because I feel like I've overused that word with them sometimes, but it's something about her voice that is just so like, okay, their group, it's 3 of them. Jade could have opened that and I only got Jade like the rest of the song and I wouldn't have even like, I would have been perfectly happy. Like that's how good opening that song is like that. It's just perfect.
This ain't a test. We okay?
That's a ton of reverb on it too. And I think that's part of like what makes me like it so much, because they're also in the video, they're in this like big auditorium too.
We okay? Sometimes it works out, but sometimes it don't. Maybe we'll fix it, so maybe we won't. Sometimes a heart can sink like a stone until you find home. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened, but I ain't got no time to dwell on it.
Hold up.
Don't wanna throw a tantrum. You did what you had to. No, I ain't got no time to dwell on it.
Hold on. I've never heard Perry kind of use that tone before. She's altering her voice a little bit to kind of give off this like different sound. I've never heard her sound like that and I love it.
And I ain't got no time to dwell.
Also, I saw like, I see she has an M. Like this is one of the things that I saw like on Twitter or whatnot, because it's been like a month the song's been out. Like that it's supposed to spell out mix maybe, or little mix. I know it has something to do with like little mix.
Don't wanna throw a tantrum. You did what you had to. No, I ain't got no time to dwell on it. And I don't wanna feel hollow. Chasing you and me, chasing all of these shadows. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened, but I ain't got no time to dwell on it. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. This ain't a heartbreak. This ain't a heartbreak. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. A heartbreak anthem. A heartbreak anthem. Hello, it's me, you're
Oh yes!
didn't wanna come, but this is pain in my chest.
Such a good choice to keep it with Jade on that second verse. So I'm not a huge fan of like this kind of music typically, like the DJ driven sound, like David Guetta's Zed, which is ironic because there's actually a couple of Zed songs I really like that are with an artist of it, like a singer, like a big pop singer. When I do like the songs that are DJ driven, DJ produced, however you want to put it, it's when they have a bit like a pop singer on them that has a great voice, and you don't veer too far from like that pop singer's voice. Like that singer, like their voice is still prominent, not like overproduced with a lot of the DJ effects, the production. And like as they get into like the Heartbreak Anthem part and they kind of fizzle out into that second verse, you still have a lot of that production. But it's fine though, because like in these verses, we're still focusing so hard on the vocals, and then you had that Perry sort of different vocal tone that I really like too. And because I got all that, like I can actually like bang out to like that chorus. Like I can actually enjoy it because I know I'm getting right back to these verses that I just are gonna kill me, and then I could just like sweat and dance to when that chorus comes in, and then I have like a song that like is actually super cohesive from start to finish in the way that I like it. So fuck yes. Fuck yes.
And thanks to you, I'm wearing out this bulletproof. Hello, it's me, your ex.
The way she comes
I
in.
didn't wanna call, but this is pain in my chest. And thanks to you, I'm wearing out this bulletproof vest. But I'll be okay. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Sometimes it works out, but sometimes it don't. Maybe we'll fix it, so maybe we won't. Sometimes a heart can sink like a stone until you find home.
Okay, even Leanne's part is different. Like that's not something I've really ever gotten from her. There's like a different production on it, yes, but like even like her delivery on that line, they had the exact same structure for the first verse, second verse into the chorus, where Jade starts off, Leanne does this part, and then Perry's about to come in. I assume she's gonna do the same thing she did in the last part. But that whole like thing Leanne does, until you find home, like that whole run she does kind of there. Never really heard her do that kind of run before, and like I'm really enjoying like getting some different stuff from Little Mix now.
This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened, but I ain't got no time to dwell on it. Don't wanna throw
That run, that soft like just like raspy little run by Leanne.
but I ain't got no time to dwell on it. Don't wanna throw a tantrum. You did what you had to. No, I ain't got no time to dwell on it. And I don't wanna feel hollow. Chasing you and me, chasing all of these shadows. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened, but I ain't got no time
I love this.
to dwell on it. This ain't a heartbreak
Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
This ain't a heartbreak. This ain't a heartbreak. This ain't a heartbreak
Wow.
anthem. A heartbreak anthem. A heartbreak anthem. And I don't wanna feel hollow. Chasing you and me, chasing all of these shadows.
Guys, I fucking love this. Wow, I can't say that enough. I know I'm not even talking about the music video really, but come on, like they look amazing. Like this is watching them spin on these rings, like it's incredible. The music video is incredible. I just haven't heard the song, so I'm distracted by that. But I'm not missing like how visually stunning it is, having these women in all the different outfits, and then the angel wings and spinning on the rings, and like the masks that like glow up. Like it's all so sick. All this is so fucking sick.
This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened, but I ain't got no time to dwell on it. These shadows. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened.
Is that Leanne? Her voice isn't moving with it. No one's was. I think it's Leanne.
This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care
Oh,
what
I think that's Leanne.
happened, but I ain't got no time to dwell on it.
Oh my god, they're just. I don't know if that mask is supposed to represent like Galantis's, if that's how you say it, like his theme or his logo or whatever. I have no idea. But this was incredible. I hate that it took me this long. This was so good. This is like a song that I am gonna fucking go into my car and it's one of those. I'm just gonna go in my car and blast it when I go for a safe drive at the speed limit. Gosh. All right, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for being so patient with me while I waited for this to come out, or while you waited for me to check this out, I should say. Love you all so much. See you later, Mixer family. Bye. What's going on, everybody? Beveraji here, and we're checking out this Big Red Machine featuring Taylor Swift song. I'm a little bit late on this, but Better late than never. Let's check it out. So I do know that Big Red Machine is Aaron Dessner, Justin Vernon. Like, I completely am extremely aware of the Taylor Swift connection. I guess the confusing part is that a couple things. Aaron Dessner, I thought he was in the National, so is this like a second group? Other thing is, Big Red Machine is what I see when my Taylor Swift videos get blocked, which is all the time. So I've seen that name a lot, like a lot. I cannot stress just how much I've seen that name, because my Taylor Swift videos get blocked probably more than any other video, or any other artist, I should say. So like, I'll get blocked, and then it'll say like, Big Red Machine has blocked you. Big Red Machine, a product of UMG, or yeah, that's what it is. So that is also confusing, I guess, but that doesn't matter. Those are like relevant details, I guess. Let's check out the song Big Red Machine featuring Taylor Swift, Renegade. Official music video.
I tapped on your window on your darkest night. The shape of you was jagged and weak. There was nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway.
This is it. So I wonder if the fact that she's opening the song lends me to hypothesize that she might just be her on the song performing, like vocally, and perhaps they just did instrumentals and production. I don't know. Obviously there's so much song left, but I want to point out that like this sound that she's in, like this is already super Folklore Evermore. And obviously, like, we know how much she worked with Aaron Dessner on those albums. I love that. Like, I love this bag that she's in. I love this sound that she's found. And it doesn't mean that if she makes another album that's going to be the same sound, because every album's been like so wildly different in sound. But just like, it's one of my favorite sounds from her. If not my actual favorite, like just general overall sound that she's found. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Can't say that enough.
I tapped on your window on your darkest night. The shape of you was jagged and weak. There was nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway. And if I would have known how many pieces you had crumbled into, I might have let them lay. Are you really good?
That guitar sounds like a little Spanish back there.
I might have let them lay. Are you really gonna talk about timing in times like these? And let all your damage me, and carry your baggage up my street, and make me your future history. It's time.
Oh, make me your future history. Oh my God, so many words. I can't even go over all of them because there's so many words. Like, literally, I'm envisioning her looking at this person through the window, and they're like broken and they're a shell, and she still just goes in to support them. But like, this is where we are now, talking about make me your future history. Like, it's already inevitable that this is gonna end, and like, I'm gonna have to deal now with your baggage because you're gonna take it out on me. That's so. And then Renegade. It just makes so much sense now with the title.
My street, make me your future history. It's time. You've come a long way. Open the blinds, let me see your face. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody.
Those harmonies were so nice back there.
Is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together so I can love you? Is it really your anxiety that stops you from giving me everything, or do you just not want to?
That's an incredibly complex place to go lyrically. Incredibly. Wow, that's so fascinating to me.
I tapped on your window on your darkest night. The shape of you was jagged and
That
weak.
lyric is so.
There was nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway. You fire off missiles cause you hate yourself, but do you know you're demolishing me? And then you squeeze my hand as I'm about to leave. Are you really gonna talk about timing in times like these? Let all your damage me,
Oh, man,
carry your baggage up my street.
Good.
history, it's time. You've come a long way. Open the blinds, let me see your face. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody.
This song is really fucking great. I love how those harmonies come in on that second chorus after they kind of teased us with it in that pre-chorus. I love like you're gonna like lower your blinds or open your blinds or whatever, like that play on words. She's talking about like I tapped on your window and the shape of you was jagged and weak, and like blinds are obviously a direct reference to what covers the window. It's just all so interesting. You fired your missiles at me, and previous to that she talked about like is it really your anxiety or you just not want to? Like this is such a great song.
Is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together so I can love you? Is it really your anxiety that stops you from giving me everything? Or do you just not want to?
And that those lyrics directly connect with her saying, is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together? Is it really your anxiety? Like it's just this this is so good. Also, just take the song and put it on Folklore. Like it's just wow. Oh, I see. Geniuses.
And if I would've known how sharp the pieces were you'd crumbled into, I might have let them lay. Are you really gonna talk about
Because she put them back together.
timing in times like these? Let all your damage me and carry your baggage.
Wait. Oh, where were we? 306. Hold up.
Was jagged and weak. There was nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway. And if I would've known your damage me and carry your baggage up my street and make me your future history, it's time. You've come a long way. Open the blinds, let me see your face. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody. To need somebody. To need somebody.
Little guitar back. The offbeat call and response. I love when songs do that, and I love when it doesn't come in until the very end of the song. It's just such a nice way to like not only change like the momentum of the song and like keep kind of quicken the progression of the song, which they kind of did there at the end with that. But it's so cool, especially when it's a male versus female vocal, and especially when those vocals were harmonizing earlier in the song, which is exactly what happened. And now they're just like kind of clashing against each other, kind of offbeat, where it's like one, then the other, then the other, then the other. It's just so cool. So cool. Man, the three of these people, three of these humans, like Taylor, Justin, and Aaron in a room are just, it's not fair. Like, it's not fair to the rest of the musicians that exist in this world to have them come together. It's like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. Like, if the three of them got into it, like that kind of stuff is not fair.
Is it really your anxiety that stops you from giving me everything? Or do you just not want to?
It's not even like a real music video. It's more of like those visualizers, I guess you call them. But yeah, this was fucking amazing. Like, this was amazing. This was so good. Like I said, I don't want to like wear out this point, but you could have literally taken this song and plopped it right onto Folklore or Evermore, and it would have probably Evermore, I guess. And it would have just been it would have made the most possible sense, like in every way. And I love that because I said before, like I live for that era of Taylor. Like I just think it's her best sound. I think like Red is my favorite Taylor album, yeah, but like is Red better than Folklore or Evermore? Probably not, I guess. Like it's just she's at too advanced a stage in her career with her songwriting and her sounds, and to like definitively say that. Like it's just such she's better. I say this every time. It's ironic that I brought up Kobe, who's, you know, my favorite human of all time, but like he's the greatest of all time at what he did, in my opinion. Taylor is the greatest of all time at what she does, in my opinion. And like every time I get to listen to new music from her, it's just reaffirmed. It's like it's not fair. It's not fair how good she is. And this is another example. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see you later. Peace.